Welcome you all to my channel. This is the game between Bobby Fischer and Byrne. So knight f3, knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, d4, the castles, bishop f4, and Bobby Fischer played d5. Queen b3 was played by Byrne. This one d5 times c4, queen times c4. c6 was played by Bobby Fischer, and the grandmaster played e4. Bobby Fischer played knight d7. Grandmaster played rook d1. Yeah. Knight b6. Queen c5 was played by Byrne. Bobby Fischer played bishop g4. And the grandmaster played with bishop g5. Such good play from both players. A good opening. Bobby Fischer played knight a4. Offering a knight exchange. Here queen a3. And then knight takes knight c3. The GM played b2 times c3, and here knight times e4. Knight takes e4, and then bishop takes e7. This was a fork, bishop fork, and the queen retreats. Queen goes to b6. Then bishop c4 was played by Byrne. And then Fischer played knight takes c3. Grandmaster played bishop c5, firing the queen, and then ignoring the fact that his queen was fired, he played rook e8. And then the king goes to f1. Then bishop e6 was played by Bobby Fischer. Just imagine, his queen is being fired, but he chooses to play bishop e6. Come on, the IQ is so great. And then bishop takes queen b6, and then bishop c4. King goes to g1, knight t2. King comes back to king f1. That's it. And then knight takes d4. That's a check. And then king g1. And then knight comes back, knight e2. Funny, like king f1, king comes back again. If you had to continue, it might be a perpetual check and comes to become a draw and stuff. So here the knight goes to c3. It's a check, and king goes to g1, and then a7 takes b6, and then queen b4. Jeez. Firing the bishop, and then rook comes to fire the queen, as well as protecting this bishop. Queen takes b6. The knight takes rook d1. Then king pushes the pawn h3, then rook a2. Rook takes pawn at a2, then king h2. He was trying to escape, and then knight takes f2. Byrne played rook e1, offering a rook exchange. Rook e8 takes rook e1. Queen d8, first a checkmate, a check to draw the bishop back, lessening the attack. Bishop f8, and then he takes on the rook at e1. Yeah, good attacking. And then bishop d5 by Fischer. Bishop d5. Yeah, Fischer was in for it here. He knew he had sacrificed his queen, so it was just something that he really wanted to make sure he wins the game. So knight f3, and then knight e4. Byrne wanted to give some random checks, and then queen b8, firing the pawn, and the pawn goes b5. Then h4 was played by Byrne. Fischer replied with h5. And then knight e5 by Byrne, king g7. And then Byrne played king g1. Fischer played bishop c5. Now we check. Now this moment is the dangerous moment. The danger part of this moment is that all of Fischer's pieces are now up front. So king f1 by Byrne, and then check by knight g3. And then Byrne played king e1. Now you see the king has been given a boundary. He can't escape. See the rook on a2 and stuff. Now the other check from the bishop b4 was played by Fischer. Then king d1 by Byrne. Another bishop b3. When you see this kind of moment, you see that the checkmate is now near. So king c1 was played by Byrne, and then here comes knight e2, another check, and then king b1. Then Fischer played knight c3. You know, if he had played other moves, maybe the queen would do something like try to prevent the checkmate, but he had to play knight c3 so that the king doesn't escape so easily. And then king c1 by Byrne, and then comes the checkmate. And here's the checkmate. The checkmate is rook c2.